Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's the other guy back here getting another one. I'm here to update y'all real quick, man. So I haven't posted this because I haven't been posting in a while. I won't say my interest is shifting, but I've been moving into other areas as far as just personal development. I said on this channel, if you want to personally develop as far as like improvement wise, right? You do it on your own accord. Make sure you're free to do so you're able to do whatever you want. In my video talking about true MGTOW, you go on your own ways, you forging your own path. There's a lot of men that can't forge their own path, and they're listening to other guys on YouTube telling them, well, that's not your own path. You know, if you're exiled right from the tribe, you're forced to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? You haven't left. You haven't said, bump this, I'm out, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? You were never invited to begin with. So what I found out is the purpose of life is meaningless. What you need is to find purpose in life, right? So we are not just solely made for one purpose. You know, we're too complex to be made for one purpose and one purpose only, right? So we have many interests, we have many things that we want to do, and we seek purpose in those things, right? And this is not something that's new. I'm not gonna start something or tell y'all I'm gonna start something and then just like fall off. I've been on this journey for the past 3 months now, 3.5 months now. So let me go ahead and just give you an update real quick. As I was saying, like my son is almost here. I have under 30 days, you know. It could be any day now, honestly. And what I've been doing the past 2 months is I had enrolled in school, and I was in coding. I was coding, taking coding classes and stuff like that, just to really see if I had an interest, because I always had it in mind to say, you know what, I want to be able to code. I want to see what it's like. And the only way you're going to know if you like it or not is if you try it. So I went in the mindset saying, you know what, pass or fail, it is what it is. I'm going to do my best. If it's this for me, it's for me. If it's not, you know, it's not. And one thing I learned from I learned many things from the coding class. It expanded my schedule. It made me realize that I had more time. When you code, you sit there at a problem, tedious problem, error among error, you just getting syntax. I'm learning Python, by the way, you know, Python, SQL, troubleshooting, and you run through all these issues and you're sitting there trying to make sure that your program is correct, right? That you've created the proper table, right? That it makes sense, that Python could read it. And it taught me a lot about persistence. It got me up early as far as 3:30 in the AM, and it made me find an appropriate sleep schedule, right? So the reason why I'm bringing up all these things is because that one thing of me saying, you know what, I'm going to sign up for a class, compounded in many different ways. It allowed me to get up earlier than I normally do, feel more rested than I would normally waking up at 5 a.m., right, to just solely go to work. And in between that time, after an hour, 30 minutes of work, I will go straight to the gym before I go to work, right? So it has set me into the right trajectory. I do something that completely requires my focus earlier in the morning. Then I go train my body, and then work feels much easier, right? And I've been doing this consistently for the past 3 months. The reason what started this is, well, like I said, I started this class, and you know, and obviously, like I said, I'm having a kid, we're having a kid and stuff. So it has led me to do other things, right? Whilst going to the gym, I started going to the gym 2 days a week. The 2 days became 3 days. The 3 days became 5 days. The 5 days became a scheduled routine, right? of going consistently during the week and figuring out, how could I make this better, right? So I went to the gym, and one day I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get a DEXA scan. Some people say they're inaccurate, but I have any idea. I don't have any idea where I am, where I stand, what's my body fat percentage, what's my BMI. So I wanted to go ahead and get my body scan, and I was told obviously some information about my right shoulder, and I was told that I was 17.3% body fat. It made me happy and sad simultaneously, simply because the reason why it made me sad is because I've been going up in body fat over the course of years, over the course of time, and I didn't realize it. They always said, hey, if you ever want to guesstimate your body fat, give me your answer and then add 5% to it. I thought they was lying, but that was me, because I made a video not too long ago saying that I was 12/13% body fat. Well, guys, I'm 17.4% body fat. But it made me happy at the same time, because at 17.4, I look phenomenal. I look pretty good. My abs still show, right? And which leads me to, I want to be able to post my body on here. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You feel me? To show y'all, like, hey, like, you know, that I'm really not just talking about the shit. Like, I'm really doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, because my shoulder was about to give out, and we already know, of course, everybody's trying to sell you something. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about that. What I really invested with this next thing that I'm about to tell y'all is, I really wanted to find a great program, you know, a great split to work with. So I hired a personal trainer. Now I know you could be like, yo, you know, you could have did this online, bro. You could have did this online. The point was, I had internet on my phone since I was 19 years old, right? I never had the interest to come up with a proper workout split, routine, specifics in what, 13 years, right? So you coulda, shoulda, woulda. Well, it doesn't work that way, right? In some places, you have to put yourself in a situation where you have to come out with a split. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, is that I hired the personal trainer. I've been working out with him since. The first workout was extremely tough. You already know what it is. Doing 8 to 9 movements in one day, right? 15 reps. It wasn't something that I was used to, but it was something that I would say, you know what, I have to get used to this, right? It taught me how to eat in the morning. So what I started to do was I started to eat lean, fellas. I started to make my egg whites in the morning, know how much fats that goes in my body in the morning, right? When I realized I was lacking carbs and I was cutting aggressively on a 1,600 calorie deficit, on a 1,600 calorie diet, I was cutting 500 to 600 calories. For me, I would come to the gym, I had no energy. Even if I was hydrated, even if I was on high protein, I didn't have enough carbs in my diet, right? So when you don't eat enough, you easily get lightheaded and you could fall out in the gym. I was learning all these things. So from there, I decided to eat better. I decided to add some stuff to my meals. I decided to add some carbs to my breakfast, to my spinach in the morning, to my egg whites, right? To my steak sirloins, to add enough protein. So when I entered the gym, when I had my black coffee, and sometimes I'll substitute the black coffee for coffee with some creamer in it, I'll cut out the cheese. Maybe I won't do the cheese if I'm gonna do the coffee with the creamer in it. Stuff like that. So basically, I went and I had an intent to go through school, right? That bought me in the gym, right? Made my days better, right? Made my moments at the gym better, makes my workouts better, makes my workouts more effective, makes my eating more effective. Now I'm in the house, man. My woman over here, like, man, like, you don't eat out, you know what I'm saying, with me anymore when it comes onto it. And it's like, babe, I have to do this. I have to do this. And she's supportive of it. She's looking up healthy recipes so I could be able to eat. She's trying to find dessert alternatives for me to eat, right? I'm adding fruits. I'm eating raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, stuff that I never ate in my whole entire life. I'm eating. simply just because I decided to sign up for a class, right? Just because I decided to sign up for a class. You see what I'm saying? So when you do certain things, right? When I tell you to do things, when I tell you to try things, when I tell you to just get off the internet and actually attempt something, it's not just because that thing in particular is going to work. You could very well fail at that thing, right? The point is that it compounds into other areas in your life. It makes you more aggressive into other areas in your life. It makes you want to tackle other areas in your life. Now, when I come home because I just came from the gym now. I have my lunch prep. I meal prep and my woman meal preps for me. Now, you feel me? And she sees the progress. She sees the progress. The other day, keep in mind, she's 9 months pregnant. Belly bigging out there. You feel me? Sun pointing downwards. She still have 2 buckets out and throwing me some spa days, right? Making a face mask for me. You feel me? So I could put my foot in Epsom salt, magnesium salt, stuff like that, and feel relaxed. Rubbing my feet, getting the calluses out. All those things is because she sees that this is working for me. She sees how it's making me feel. I come home now, I go ahead and I cook for the entire week. I make 2 lunches instead of 1 because I don't want to be on an aggressive cut. I just want a mild calorie deficit. So over time, I could lose the body fat and still maintain the muscle. I'm progressively overloading in the gym. All these terms that I just recently learned simply just because I decided to just attempt something to make me uncomfortable. Either way, guys, I don't want to keep y'all for too long, but the point is, and I keep making these videos, is just that I want you to do. I don't want to say what ifs. I don't want none of y'all guys to say, hey man, you could have did all those things without getting a woman pregnant. You could have did all those things, after you would have got your money right. You could have did all those things, and you should have, but you could have, and if that case, I would have, but I didn't. And a lot of y'all shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? But you not. You got to put yourself in position to where the urgency is there, where you need it, right? When there's urgency and uncertainty is where you're going to perform. You feel me? So either way, man, if y'all hear this message, bro, you feel me? Put a like, man. Add a like, bro. Put a comment. Tell me what you're going through right now, bro. Either ways, y'all take it easy.